All right, so you got a little money, right? And you're trying to get fast results to the business that you're actually looking for. Well, solo ads is actually a great way to start out if you don't know how to market, right? So in this solo ads training, it's going to be sort of like a Udemy review, right? And what I'm going to be giving you is how to optimize and pretty much get the optimal amount of clicks so that you can get fast results through not even having to really for real know a lot about getting marketers through like PPC or YouTube. It's just going to get you fast results to your opportunity, and I'm going to be giving you some exact tips on how to avoid fake clicks. And if you stay through, I'm going to tell you one provider to avoid, right? And I'm going to tell you one provider that is actually pretty good in the business opportunity niche, or if you're in network marketing, online network marketing. So stay tuned. I'm Josh Gill, by the way. I'm also called the Urban Marketer out here, and I'm going to start out with this. If you want to start your Udemy account, right, and basically why I like Udemy is because it's sheltered by the actual solo ads network, right? So if you're running any type of solo ads, right, you're going to find out that they're going to filter a lot of your clicks through, and all you do with the solo ad is you pretty much write the message that you're going to send in an email, right? And the good thing about it is they're going to send it, or your provider, your vendor is going to actually send it to their list. Now, what you want to do is you want to find a good provider, because you could be getting fake bots, fake clicks, so on and so forth, even on Udemy, right? There's a way where they can bypass the filters of Udemy, right, that are on the Udemy back servers, and go straight to your page and not make sales. I'll show you how to avoid that by using a third-party tool, right? And I'm going to show you how to pretty much get the best of your buck, right? Even no matter what they're selling. So when you start your Udemy account, you can do that by clicking your free account link below, right? You're going to pretty much click on Find Sellers. When you click on Find Sellers, right, you're going to be going to where it says, I want somebody who can respond within 24 or 48 hours, depending on how patient you are. We'll go 48 hours. I like 24 hours too, but 48 the very max, okay? This is exactly what I use to get the best results, okay? Now, I want to choose somebody where I can at least have a test. So what I want to do is I want to filter out everybody who has at least maybe 50. You can just click on the 50 right here, and all that does is just filter out those who can serve 50 and above, right, as far as clicks. And right here, this is key, okay? Now, I put 35 there, but it seems to me that the sweet spot for a solo ad price per visitor, right, is around 50 to about 70, right? If you can get to like 50 cents a click, I think that's a pretty good. Anything lower, you definitely want to keep an eye on, but not exclude it, right? And by using these 3 tips that I'm getting ready to give you, you're going to literally, be able to see, you might find a 35-cent gem within Udemy, right? So the max, I would say maybe 95. Like I said, when you're using these 3 steps, this doesn't really matter, okay? So you want to find the online, doesn't really matter. Okay, now what you want to do here, this is the sweet spot right here. This is the sweet filter. Okay, you want to click this, and you want to click on 40%. Now what this does is this 40% filter with Udemy, right, is the percentage of people who reported sales from the last 20 transactions with that particular vendor. Okay, so what this means is I don't want anybody who has 40% sales, reported, who has customers who reported at least 40% of their sales, or 40% of their customers reported sales. That's how you pretty much say it. So right here, when I filter all this out, ratings, not so much is worried about it, okay? It's important, but right here, key is the 40% sales, right? So when I go down here, I have these bunch of vendors, solo ad vendors, right? Who's going to sell me a solo ad. And what this saying is 50% of the people who they sold a solo ad to, they reported sales, okay? So that's pretty good. That indicates that they have real traffic, but not all the time. See what I'm saying? They may sometimes switch back and forth. Their traffic source, who they are getting, and sending to you, right, via your link, that might be a bad traffic source. So who knows, okay? So basically what you want to do is you only want to deal with those who have at least 40%. Like I said, 40% is the sweet spot. Next thing you want to do as step number 2 is you want to take which one, and you want to pretty much highlight it. Now, if you have Google Chrome, you can highlight, right click, and you can literally click this search Google for Brand and Shine, okay? And what this says is Brand and Shine, you want to go look them up online, okay? And what you're looking for is a very experienced person, or at least somebody who has experience with running solo ads, okay? Now, this Udimi review is unconventional, because what you're doing is you're using Udimi to find a traffic source that is gold, on or off the, off Udimi, right? So what you're doing here is you're taking and you're searching the name, okay? And when you search the name, you're going to find where they are online. Now, if they're experienced, they're normally online, right? So here's the thing. I'm going to search for this person, right? And what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for somebody, I'm looking for, like, what are they promoting? Are they really a solo ad vendor? Do they have a solo ad page? Now, if you find somebody with a solo ad page, they literally built a page where they sell solo ads off Udimi, right? What I'm looking for on there is if I'm getting a good deal through Udimi. If I'm getting a better deal by going through their page, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through their personal page and not go through Udimi, right? And secondly, if I could, I would rather go through Udimi, because Udimi, they are going to protect my clicks, right? So what I'll do is I'll go on Udimi and I'll send them a personal message, and I'll say, hey, look, I want to do a test, right? But if I scale up, can I get the price that you're presenting on your solo ad page? Or can I get a deal, right? If I was to scale up and spend more with you. But right now I want to run a test. And you negotiate. Look, folks, you're in business. You want to negotiate your spending with your vendors, and you want to build a relationship at the same time. You don't have to be rude, you don't have to be snippy, but you want to build a relationship, right? So Brand and Shine, if I go on here, I don't really see too much about branding, right? Now, that doesn't mean that Brand and Shine isn't a good provider, but I feel more comfortable, right, dealing with somebody who is actually, that can be shown online, okay? Or I can see something that they're selling. I want to be nosy in what type of business. I don't want somebody that'll pop up today and then not work out for them, and then they be gone for tomorrow. I want to build a long-term vendor with that person, okay? So also what you want to see is if they have a solo ad page. Is the simple fact is if they're selling like over 1,000 clicks, because I think the cap for Udimi is 1,000. Now, if they got a good provider and they're always refreshing their list, it's good if they can sell like something like anywhere between 5,000 clicks, and you got a good vendor that can sell 5,000 clicks in like a month. Okay, so that's good. Also, what you want to do is you want to see what they promote. And I don't know if I mentioned that before, but one of the good providers that I'm going to give you at the end, he was promoting similar products to what I was doing, and I caught him on YouTube, and that's what made me more comfortable. And I even paid a little bit of a higher premium price on Udimi, because he justified his price. I knew more about him. He was solid online. He wasn't some type of sleazy salesman. He didn't just pop up. He has been doing it for years, and I verified some of the stuff that he was saying. So that's a way where I'm filtering it out. The last and final thing is, this is a tool that I use, right, to filter out clicks. And I literally, it doesn't really matter, like I said. You're not always going to get 100% sales, but sometimes these vendors, they get their clicks and their traffics from other people, right? From other sources, and then they send it to you. They like literally send your solo ad to somebody else, okay? And sometimes you want to filter that out, and they are responsible for those clicks. Now, here's some times where I'm going to use what you call a tool. Now, there's different tools out here, but what I found was ClickMagick is the best. And you can actually click below to get a ClickMagick account. But if you're going to be serious about your business, you need some type of tracker. And ClickMagick is more than a tracker to me. What I use ClickMagick for is I use their engagement pixel. And what that is once the user or the visitor clicks in and they opt in, right? You want to make sure that they are actually a real person. Now, a real person, they don't necessarily always buy, but they normally, once they opt in, they normally click right, and click through to see what's good, because your initial page, right, tells you exactly what's going on the next page, and so it shouldn't be a surprise. So they should want to push through, right? They should want to keep engaging with your links on your following page. So the trick to making this work is you want to be congruent in your email, right? You want to say pretty much the same thing, right, in your email, but you want to give a little bit of curiosity, okay? Like for instance, I ran something that was like, on the capture page, on the sales page, it said how we got $3 million in sales, right? $3 million in sales without selling a product. Now, that was the same thing that was pretty much on, my lead capture page. So it wasn't a surprise when it got to my sales page. And it was almost the same thing that was in my solo ad. So when somebody sees it, they're familiar. There's no catch. So you should be, as a visitor, they should be clicking all the way through. So this works when you are congruent with your sales message and your solo ad to your lead page, capture page, or whatever, and then to your sales page, period. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to basically do ClickMagick, and you want to use what ClickMagick calls as an engagement pixel. And what this engagement pixel is it tracks how people engage after they opt in. And all it is a little bitty pixel that you're going to put. Now, this is an advanced technique, but you need it, right? You need it to make sure, okay? And when you come in, I'll give you an example. Like this solo ad provider right here, what it is 102 people, 102 visitors or unique visitors actually click to my landing page. 46 opt in, okay? 4 of them got filtered out. I don't know if it was like a bot or something like that, but that doesn't mean it was only 4. It could be just, it could be one of the 4 clicks could be Udimi sending a bot to make sure that there's a page there, okay? But 46 filtered in, right? And 33 engaged with the following page and did exactly what they wanted to do. So that's a very, very high percentage, right, of the 46. Now, here's one where now some of these I didn't put the engagement pixel in. But if you got like 46 people that opted in, but you got like 0 that engaged and you have your engagement pixel in place, then that's a problem. That is fake traffic, okay? And you can't tell unless you have both an action pixel and an engagement pixel right in there. And when you get into ClickMagick, all you do is you click here on this little nut or cog or what there, and you go ahead and you want to say you want to track conversions, and what'll happen is ClickMagick will pop up and they'll give you these pixels right here. Now this goes on the page, the thank you page after the opt-in, right? I'm sorry, the action pixel goes on the page, the thank you page, right after they opt in, okay? Now the engagement pixel will go on your sales page, because after the thank you, they're going to be hitting, at the thank you page, then it'll trigger the sales link right up above, right? And then once they go straight through and your message is congruent, they're going to go ahead and they're going to follow and just click a little tiny button on that thank you page to go to the sales. And you want to put this on your sales page. That means that they are engaging with your content, with your landing page or squeeze page or funnel, okay? So with that being said, you can literally get your ClickMagick down below, okay? Now, I want to give you a provider who I actually caught using this method, right? And I want to share this with the community because I don't want you guys to lose your money, right? And I had a chance to have this person, clean up, but I actually caught this person. Now, first I bought traffic, and then that's when I heard about the engagement pixel on ClickMagick. They had this video in there that you can learn more about it when you actually start up your ClickMagick account. But also, her name is Margie Lindley. Now, I've never heard of Margie Lindley out there. And what happened was I bought from her, and I got a ton of freaking clicks from her, okay? A ton of clicks, and she was selling it for 35 cents. Now, I knew as an experienced person that 35 cents, a ton of clicks, and she was doing like 150% to 200% over delivery. So if you buy 100 clicks, you get 200. Now, there was sales being reported there, which is how I found her. But what I found is that they were fake clicks. And a lot of the times, they actually have people that, I don't know if it's link farms, I don't know the correct term for it, but they have people that come in and buy and then they cancel, right? So it looks like you're getting sales, but you're not, okay? So what I did was I went in here and I went through and I looked her up. It was a red flag when I looked her up and I could not find her anywhere. Then I inboxed her and I was like, well, what's going on? As you can see right here, hey, Margie, I'm having a difficult time buying traffic from you again for a couple reasons. I got an unusual opt-in rate, but no sales. Like my opt-in rate was like high 40s, right? High 50s. And I know my capture page ain't that cool, like, right? You know what I'm saying? It ain't that good. I expect at least a 25 to 35, right? I want to be upper. Anything that's 40 with good traffic, you're in the money, right? Plus, I wanted to say your list isn't verified on Udemy. So that's a key point. Are they list verified on Udemy, right? And then your traffic is inexpensive. When I went to go look you up online, I couldn't find you anywhere, but on Udemy, but in your bio, you said that you've been doing this for a while. So how can I show that your clicks are real? So basically what it came down to is that she immediately said she doesn't, she's using a pen name. She's with a solo ad agency. So she's not even doing the traffic. It's not even her list, which is probably why it's not verified. And therefore she could not, I couldn't find her anywhere. And she immediately started to give me my, she said she wanted to run some more traffic, right? For free, just for free. And it was going to be off of Udemy. It started getting a little freaky and a little weird or whatnot. And then automatically she just straight refund my stuff. She literally wanted to run away from me. I just want to know if you're real. Let me verify it. And then I believe she ran some traffic to me. I gave her the link. She didn't run it. And I say, well, did you run it? She said, no, like I ran it. And then sure, I know I did the link myself. And she didn't run it. Like my ClickMagick showed her as not running it, right? Let me see. Here she is. She didn't run it at all, right? And it's just kind of crazy. But anyway, avoid Margie Lindley, right? And I feel like I have a responsibility to let you know who to avoid. Don't just go for the little clicks. Do these 3 steps, which is a filter at least 40% sales, right? And then 2, look them up online. And then 3, get some tracker that can actually has the engagement pixel, and then set your funnel up so you can plant the engagement pixels on within the funnel so that it'll actually fire correctly, right? You do those 3, you'll be good. And with that being said, there is one person who, regardless if I got sales or not, they have a very responsive list, and they have and they always send me good quality traffic. And I'm going to show you here. I did not have the engagement pixel set up on this guy, but his name is Angelo Sason. I looked him up. You can actually look him up on YouTube. You can look him up online. He does not have a solo ad page, but this guy was selling stuff and he's making a ton of money with his list. His list is very interesting, and I got 5 sales from him. This right here, I actually 112 of this actually didn't come from him. What I did was I used his tracking link with another provider by accident, just being, I don't know, foolish or whatnot. So basically, this is a 25%, I believe, 20 to 25% lift, right? So it was like he was up in the 30%, higher 30% as far as opt-in rate. And I didn't have the engagement pixel on here. So in other words, he's cool. And I want to show you something, the quality of traffic, right? The quality of traffic you can actually see in ClickMagick is track conversions, traffic analysis. Now with this right here, they had this sweet little tool where they can analyze everybody that comes through there, ClickMagick, okay? And let me see. Nope, it's not that. Sorry. Can't talk and do this at the same time. Traffic quality, duh. All right, cool. So right here, see, he has a traffic quality score. What ClickMagick do? They have this type of formula for every click that comes through. They actually tally it up and they give that person's traffic or whoever come in through that link a score. His is at 87%, which is pretty good, pretty good, right? And unique IPs, that is the number of different people, right? Mobile clicks, that also tells you how many, tells you top tier 1, tier 2. You want top tier 1 clicks, that's US, Canada, New Zealand, England, and Australia, all right? right? So that's letting you know he's a good traffic provider, and you can actually get access to him by clicking the link below. I'll have his link going straight to him. He's a very fair provider. He's very responsive. He helps you out. I mean, I love him. I mean, he's pretty cool. He's the A1, one of my best solo ad vendors in Udemy. So with that being said, folks, I hope this helped you out. Please leave a comment in below, right, to let me know if you've used these techniques and how it worked out for you. Also, I'm going to be coming out with some more training on how to grow your business, right? I want to make sure that I'm giving you some good information out there. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you go ahead and leave a comment below of something that this video just new to you, or if you've already done this, if it actually helped you out. With that being said, I'm Josh the Urban Marketer. Peace.